Nonstop thinking, rumination, all of these things that are going on in our minds and our worlds right now are such a struggle, aren't they? It's like so many people contact us on a regular basis. Just yesterday, we had several people contacting us saying, hey, listen, I don't know what to do with these thoughts. I mean, they're not relevant. They're in the future. They're in the past. But I'm constantly anxious. I'm worried. I'm worried that things aren't going to work out, even though I don't know what the end result is. I mean, this has been going on and on and on prior to COVID. But since the pandemic a couple years ago, we're seeing this. Ruminating thoughts of anxiety, people waking up with a pit in their stomach and not knowing why. This overthinking, this constant thought is like a dog chasing its tail, and we need to have solutions for it. Yesterday, I did a video giving one option. I'm going to give you another option today. Hey, listen, you're tuned into David Essel Live, the world's most positive podcast, without a doubt, in my mind anyway. That's all that matters. 35 years as a podcast host, radio host, TV host, and more, and I just love this work. So let's talk about this. Well, first of all, how do these thoughts become ruminating thoughts? How does a thought about money or a relationship that you're worried about, or your health, or whatever it might be, or in the world of codependency, oh my God, for us who are codependent, everything can become a worrying thought, right? Am I looking okay at this event? Is that person going to like me? I'm not sure what to say to them. I wonder if I'm quiet, if they're going to think I'm weird. I mean, in codependency, oh my gosh, our minds are constantly racing, right? And then if you're an entrepreneur, you're a type A personality, and you're sitting there going, oh my God, I love my work, or whatever it might be, but I cannot sleep at night. I was talking to a meteorologist recently, and he was saying he has to get up at 2:30 in the morning every day, 5 days a week to do his television show, and how he struggles so much with sleep. And so we got into this great conversation, and then one of the things that he recommended, or that I recommended, he said he had found some help with that in the past. So, it's all over the place. Now, if you were to meet that gentleman on the street, you wouldn't be talking about the fact that his thoughts never shut down. If you meet me on the street, you're not going to hear me go, oh my God, how you doing, David? Well, I'm doing good, but my thoughts just never stop, even though they never do. But we can use that nonstop. If it's creative thinking, of course, we can use it to write books, to do programs, to do all kinds of stuff. But we're not talking about that creative nonstop thinking. We're talking about the nonstop thinking that we're wondering, why do we have to keep going down this road? Why do these thoughts keep popping up? So let's talk about this second solution. The first solution is on another video on YouTube. You can check it out. It's easy to find. But this one is going to be a little bit the same and a little different. Very first thing we need to do is say, what am I thinking? What is the emotion? Am I anxious? Am I frustrated? Am I angry? Am I rageful? Am I insecure? Like, what's going on that's creating this nonstop worrying, about whatever it might be, finances, etc. So step number one is we kind of like narrow down, what am I feeling? Step number two is it in my control right now? Now, if you're worrying about something that's in your control, let's say that you have a weight issue and you're worrying about it, and you look at your watch and you have 30 minutes to do nothing. Go for a walk. Okay, right away, that nonstop worry, you're not exercising enough, you need to get out more, you look at your watch and you go, I'm going to go right now. In that moment, you will decrease that worrying thought because you're taking action. But let's say that you're worrying about something, or there's revolving thoughts, the dog chasing its tail about something that you cannot do anything about in that moment. This is where tip number 2 is massive. Remember this. The ruminating thoughts, the revolving thoughts, the overwhelming thoughts, the nonstop thoughts are there because we've allowed them to be there. We've allowed them to continue to surface until this day. So when we allow those thoughts to continue to surface and we're not doing anything to stop them, or we're not doing anything to heal them, they will continue to surface because now it's a pattern in the subconscious mind. Have you ever heard or talked to someone who says, oh my gosh, I'm just a worrywart? All right, well, they may have picked that up from mom or dad in childhood, but it's become an identity for them. It's part of their subconscious mind. It's part of who they think they are. They're a worrywart. Well, if you're constantly saying, I worry about everything, you're going to worry about everything. So let's do this. The next time a thought comes up, oh my God, I'm a worrywart. Oh my Lord, rent's due in 3 weeks and I don't know what to do about it. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this relationship? Oh my gosh. But if you can't do anything in the moment, this is where tip number 2 is massive. What I want you to do is simply sit quietly and follow your breath in and out of the body. When you inhale, simply say the word in to yourself. And when you exhale, say the word out silently to yourself. Now, in the beginning, I'll give you a little tip. It can be hard to concentrate. Like you might go in and out one time, and then when you go to take a second breath, you go, oh my gosh, I've got to remember to take the garbage out. And then you go, oh gosh, I'm off my thinking. And that's okay. That's normal. When we're trying to reduce or eliminate ruminating thoughts, they will come up during this meditative period of time, or we just call it during this deep breathing period of time. And how we respond to it is like this. We say in and out. And a thought comes up right away. And we go, thought. We don't judge ourselves. We don't say, oh my gosh, David, you're so bad. You just got to 2. You can't even get past 2 breaths and you're already thinking, no. We don't judge ourselves because this is a new technique. This is a new way to calm the brain. This is a new way to minimize overthinking. So we just go back to the breath again and we say in on the in breath, out on the out breath. And we do it for 5 minutes. And we try to stay focused on the in and out breath. Now you're living in the present moment. The worry that you're carrying from the past is no longer here in this moment while you're following your breath. The anxiety about something in the future that isn't here, you can't control yet, is now put at bay. And now the calming of the mind and body takes place. And when you do this on a daily basis, the body will start to get used to that calm feeling versus the agitated, overwhelming feeling. And we logically can start to diminish that overwhelm, that overthinking. But the key is consistency. Every time you find that brain going around in a circle, we take a break. And we start to follow our breath. If you can't do it instantly, make sure you're doing it as soon as possible. Okay, hey, listen, if I can help you in any other way, if you want to learn new and different relaxation techniques, meditation techniques, we teach a ton of different techniques. And it's all about quieting the mind. Reach out to me at talkdavid.com. We work with people from all over the world, and I'd love to help you. Listen, as usual, this is something I have struggled with my entire life. My 43 years of working and all the years I was alive before that, I've always been an overthinker. I've always been an overworrier. I get that from mom. You know, I love my mom, but she worried and was constantly worried all the time. And I picked that up for her. Now I've learned techniques in order to catch myself and to minimize that overthinking. It's taken a little bit of time, but it's magical. Oh my gosh, when I get done with my deep breathing, I am in such a relaxed state. It's incredible. And that's just with 5 minutes. When I get into 15 or 20 minutes of following my breath, forget about it. I'm blissed. I'm in an ultra reality. It's unbelievable. This stuff works. Work with me one-on-one at talkdavid.com. And don't forget, we have 4 books there that you can get absolutely free at talkdavid.com. You've been listening to the most positive podcast in the galaxy, David Essel Live, right here on buzzsprout.com. Go to buzzsprout.com anytime and just Google my channel. You'll see thousands of hours of interviews and then these kind of podcasts as well. And then go to talkdavid.com. Let's work together. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.